Help me! Jesus, help me! Moro Nkeji ran through the dark streets of Lagos, her heart pounding in her chest. Every step she took echoed against the tall buildings, and every shadow seemed to chase her. Behind her, the shout and footsteps of Chief, the man who had promised her riches but sought to destroy her, grew louder. Her breath came in ragged gasps, tears streaming down her face, but she didn't stop. She ran for her life. It had all begun months earlier, back in a small village, far from the neon lights and chaos of Lagos. Moro Nkeji was a beautiful, clever girl, full of dreams bigger than the hills and river surrounding her home. But her family was poor, and every day she watched her mother struggle under the sun, cooking, cleaning, and worrying about the food on the table. My daughter, her mother had warned one quiet evening. Sitting beneath the old baobab tree, the world beyond our village is full of temptations. Riches are not always what they seem. Walk the right path, not the path of shortcuts, or you may regret it. Moro Nkeji had nodded, yes ma, but the word had not reached her heart. The story she heard of the city life, the glitters, the wealth, the freedom, tugged at her dream. One night, she decided she should no longer wait. With a small bag of clothes and her mother's tears lingering in her mind, she left for Lagos, convinced she would make it on her own. The city was everything and nothing she had imagined. Bright lights, loud sounds, and endless streets stretched before her. Hunger and loneliness pushed her towards women who promised her fast money. Blinded by desire, she chose the path her mother had warned her about. She became a prostitute, surviving on charm and daring. To carve out her own identity, she gave herself a new name in Lagos, Jessica. Jessica's beauty and confidence caught the attention of a wealthy man, a sugar daddy who lavished her with gifts, fine clothes, and expensive meals. At first, it felt like a dream come true, but the man, Chief, was no ordinary wealthy man. He was a ritualist, a dangerous man whose dark magic sought to trap her life force for power. Weeks passed, and Jessica began to sense something was wrong. One night, Chief lured her to a secluded mansion, his intention hidden behind charm and luxury. As he revealed his dark plan to her, fear rooted her to the spot. But deep inside, a memory of her mother's prayers stirred something in her heart. She remembered the word whispered under the baobab tree, and how her mother had called upon the ancestors and one who watches over the innocent. With courage born of desperation, she escaped, sprinting into the night. The city that had once promised wealth now became a labyrinth of danger. Jesus, help me! She shouted, her voice echoing in the dark street as Chief's shout faded behind her. Miraculously, Chief's ritual failed thanks to her mother's prayer back in the village. The dark magic that he thought would enslave her turned upon him, and he fell lifeless in his own mansion. Jessica ran until the city light blurred, until she found a bus heading towards home. Back in her village, her mother ran to embrace her, tears streaming freely. The path of prayer and patience will always protect you, my child, she whispered, holding Jessica close. From that day on, Moro Nkeji abandoned the life of Jessica. Though she would always remember the name as part of her story, she helped her mother, prayed faithfully, and shared her tale with the village, warning others of the danger of greed, temptation, and the dark corners of the world. The girl who once ran after glitter and riches had returned, wiser and stronger, carrying the lesson that faith, family, and courage can protect even when all seem lost. And so, Moronkeji lived the rest of her days with peace in her heart, a mother by her side, and the village never forgot the story of the girl who called for Jesus in the night and survived the darkness. Thank you for tuning in, my friends. If you enjoyed this one, please subscribe for another one, and I will be back with more.